Do you ever feel like you're holding on so tightly that you're actually losing yourself? Like you've built this identity, this image of who you think you are, and somewhere along the way, it started to cage you. You keep fighting to stay the same, to stay in control, but deep down, something inside you is whispering to let go. It sounds simple, almost gentle, but it's one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do. Because to truly let go, you have to be willing to watch the old you disappear. And that's terrifying. But maybe that's exactly what's supposed to happen. Maybe losing yourself isn't the end. Maybe it's how you finally find yourself. I think one of the biggest lies we've ever been told is that there is a real you have to find, like you're some kind of puzzle waiting to be solved. But maybe the truth is the opposite. Maybe who you are isn't something you find. Maybe it's something you create and recreate over and over again. The problem is we get addicted to old versions of ourselves. We hold onto them like trophies. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is how I've always been. But those words are kind of like traps. They freeze you in time. They keep you stuck in an identity that might not even fit anymore. Sometimes, growth isn't about adding more to yourself. It's about having the courage to release what no longer serves you. It's weird how the mind works, isn't it? You could be sitting in a completely new place with new people, a new life, but your mind still replays the same old loops, the same regrets, the same fears, the same what ifs. We get addicted to our suffering, not because we enjoy it, but because it's familiar. Our brains crave what's predictable, even if it hurts. So we hold on. We hold on to old stories, old pain, old relationships, even old versions of ourselves that no longer exist. Because change, real change, feels like death. And in a way, it is. It's the death of who you used to be. But what if that's not something to fear? What if that's something sacred? Because every time you let a part of yourself die, you make space for something new to be born. If you've ever felt stuck, like no matter how much you try, you keep ending up in the same place, it's probably because your mind is still playing by old rules, old thoughts, old emotional responses. It's like trying to build a new life while dragging your old one behind you. You can't rewire your brain if you keep rehearsing the same pain. You can't move forward if you keep checking the rearview mirror. The trick isn't to run from it though, because running from your problems is just another form of holding on. You're not escaping them, you're avoiding them. And avoidance keeps you stuck exactly where you are. The real freedom comes when you stop fighting what's happening, and instead you start understanding it. Most people don't actually fear the unknown. They fear meeting themselves in it. They fear what they'll find when the distractions are gone. That silence, that stillness, it's uncomfortable, because that's where the truth lives. But here's the thing. You can't heal when you refuse to face. You can't become who you're meant to be if you keep running from the parts of you that hurt. Sometimes you have to sit with yourself, not in judgment. Just sit. Listen. Feel what's been begging to be felt. It's in those quiet, honest moments that you start to transform. Not because you force it, but because you finally stop resisting it. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. You stop trying to control every outcome. You stop defining yourself by every mistake. You stop holding onto a version of life that no longer fits. You start allowing things to move, to breathe, to change. And suddenly you start to realize that maybe the version of you've been trying so hard to protect was only meant to take you this far. The next chapter requires someone new. Letting go isn't a loss, it's an evolution. So maybe the question isn't, who am I supposed to be? Maybe it's, am I willing to change? Am I willing to outgrow the things that once defined me? Because at the end of the day, you'll never find peace trying to control your own evolution. You'll only find it when you surrender to it. So let yourself go. Let yourself change. Let yourself grow. And maybe you'll finally meet the version of yourself you were always meant to become.